Hello, so today we're going to be making some chicken curry, and I have chopped up pieces of chicken into cubes. I've also seasoned the chicken with black pepper and salt, you can see that here. Additionally, I have chopped some onion, it's actually half of a medium-sized onion, into cubes. And we also have other ingredients which we'll be using. I will be using garlic powder, ginger powder, curry powder, light soy sauce. I like to use the light one because it's actually not as salty as the regular one. I also have chili flakes to add a little bit of hotness, and roasted diced tomatoes. You can use regular diced tomatoes, whatever suits you. I also have coconut milk. I like to use the regular coconut milk because it is creamier than, say, the light coconut milk. In addition to that, I also have a wok with oil, which should be ready to go. I've already turned it into medium heat. So what I'll do first is get the chicken and brown it in the oil so that it gets a little golden and cooked, but not really fully cooked. So I will be throwing that chicken in. So I'll give it a quick stir around and just wait until it browns a little bit and then stir it around. Okay, so now that the chicken is browned a little bit and it's also rendered some of the fat, what I'm going to do is remove the chicken, but I'm going to leave the fat in there because I will be cooking the onion and the other ingredients into that chicken juice or chicken fat. So I'm just going to be removing the chicken and placing it in this container, and then later on I'm going to be putting the chicken back in once I've softened the onions and the other ingredients. So there we go. Chicken is out. So I will be pouring the onions in there, like so. And I'll give that a quick stir. I'm not using a lot of onions because I'm adding tomatoes, so I don't want it to be too intense. I want the chicken to sort of be the main focus of the flavor. So there we go. We're just going to get this onion here until they are translucent. In the meantime, I'm going to add a little bit of soy sauce. I would say about a tablespoon or so of soy sauce. So get that little sauce. The soy sauce is going to add a little bit of saltiness and kind of another taste dimension to this. I will also be adding a little bit of garlic powder. I would say this is about half a tablespoon or so. You can also use regular garlic, whatever you have available works. So just add a little salt. Next, I am going to add the ginger, ground ginger powder, about half a teaspoon. And then lastly, I'm going to add the curry powder. The curry powder does have ginger in it, but I do like it to have sort of more ginger than what the curry powder has. So I'll add a little bit of curry powder. Then again, give it a stir. Get all that mixed in there. And we lower the heat a little bit. And next, what I will do is, if I can open this can without breaking my nail. So the black bits are just the roasted tomatoes. I'm going to drain the juice out of the can, and I will put the tomatoes in there to cook with my onions. So here we go. Put that in there. Again, give it a little stir. the heat back up. And then what I will do is toss the chicken back in. With all the juice. And then lastly, what I will do is put in the coconut milk. The coconut milk is going to thicken the sauce and it's going to give it sort of a sweet flavor. I'm trying to see if I can find the can opener. There we go. So, like I said, this is regular coconut milk, not the fat-free kind. If I can make this work, maybe not. I'm left-handed, so it's a little bit difficult sometimes to work with can openers. So I'll try to do it from this angle and see if I can get it. There we go. And then be careful when you're getting this part out because it's very sharp. So a little twist and rub it in. Make sure you're getting all the creaminess out of the can. So we toss it. And see, now it's going to be, with the tomatoes and the coconut milk, it's going to be sort of an orangey color. I've dropped some sauce out of the pot, but that's okay because we can clean that. Alright, so you're going to simmer this for a while. So now that we have the chicken simmering, what I'm going to do next is make the rice. I take a very, very simple approach to making rice. I like to use a microwavable rice maker. I will be using about a cup of long grain rice. This is basmati rice. You can use whatever rice you like, but I just like basmati rice with curry. So 1 cup of rice went in here, and then about 2 cups of water. Let me see. It's about right. It's about 2 cups right there. And you want to add a little bit of oil and a little bit of salt. The oil just makes the rice sort of shiny and it allows it to not stick together so much. And then I'm going to add a little bit of salt. Salt, you add as much salt as you like. I mean, if you like things saltier, obviously you will be adding more salt. So then I am going to cover this. Make sure that both sides are closed. And I will stick it in the microwave for 15 minutes on high. And there we go. And just leave it there, and once it's done, you might want to let it sit for about 2 minutes. And be careful when you open it because it gets very hot and very steamy. In the meantime, my curry is going to be simmering, which will cook the chicken further and is going to cause for the sauce to thicken. So I have it in about, I would say, medium-low heat right now. And I'll just leave it there, and you can watch TV or do whatever you want in the meantime. You have about 15 minutes until your curry is done and your rice is done. So I have taken the rice out of the microwave. I've let it sit for about 2 minutes or so. So you can see how the rice looks. You're going to want to fluff it. Be careful because it's very hot and very, very steamy. So just fluff it a little bit. And there you go. And one of the great things about using this microwavable rice maker is that you don't really get any rice sticking to it, which happens a lot with regular rice makers. So we have our rice done. We also have our curry done. As you can see, it's very thick, very creamy. So you can serve the rice and then put the curry over the rice on the side, however you like. But you can pretty much get the idea. So pretty simple meal, pretty easy to make.